Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a timeless general tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I do more than appreciate your likes, comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. But I do want to remind you that I am accepting requests for personal readings at this time. So just reach out via email. Everything you need, including the options, pricing, and that email lie down below in the description box. But we're going to begin and pull some tarot. But I did receive, they're labeling it as an overall message for the reading, a channeled message before I began. And that was an extreme change in perspective, an extreme change in perspective. I do feel like this is going to differ from case to case in regards to what that is for or about, but I feel like it just clicked recently where you were like, you just either saw the truth in somebody or a situation, or you just no longer are enjoying something, or just realized this isn't what I want anymore, or this is what I truly actually need or desire at this point along my path. What do we have for Virgo to begin? I'm sensing a very overly serious way about you in comparison to the past several months. Even I want to say like the majority of a chapter you're about to wrap up for some, but I feel like you're trying to make certain important life decisions, or you're just seeing people for who they truly are. It's as if the removal of certain factors, even if those factors were actual people, I feel like in a situation is leaving you seeing things for in an honest light. Okay. The reality of something doesn't feel comforting. Okay. Needing a distraction potentially, or again, just a change up for Virgo. How come you don't get me is now what I'm hearing. I feel like there's a need to be surrounded by, or just a desire to be surrounded by certain like-minded people at this point. And I feel like there's somebody, if not multiple people in a work situation at home or in a friend group, did you see that orb? Where they just don't click with you, okay? Or you try to bond with people, you try to make the best out of a situation, and it just feels like your anxiety takes over, or they just make you feel uncomfortable, or you just feel left out at certain points. There's a vibe that you're being pushed by the universe in certain ways to accept a shift in your path, okay? A turn in the right direction, a release of a situation or a person, or a group of people, or just you need to remember making room for better is going to leave you with a chance to heal in between potentially, but also you can't expect for this perfect replacement, or a bettering of one's energy and feeling and whatnot and way of being to come to be if you don't let go of what is weighing you down at this point, okay? Or feeling, they're saying useless, or feeling unhealthy in one way, shape, or form. I just feel like even when you're surrounded by a lot of people at this point, or within a specific situation, you feel quite alone, okay? With the Hermit card in the center, and with the Death card again, ending is coming into mind. Ending is needing to take place for the majority drawn to this reading. But I just feel like you're needing to start fresh emotionally, and with certain toxic energies surrounding you, or one specific toxic energy, or just a heaviness about a situation, but a ultra simplistic way about it at certain other points, it's just not as productive, or it's not going to feel doable, okay? You feel like in a situation where you once fit in, or just thrived, or was just flowing to the music, or just flowing to what you needed to accomplish, or who you were meant to bond with. You now feel like a fish out of water, as I'm drawn to this fish here. You're going to recognize that you are attracting better for oneself, okay? But you also need to be aware as to who is bringing out an unhealthy side of you, okay? In even small conversations, moments where people are coming up to you and having fun. I just feel like you need to notice when somebody's a bad influence, period. Okay, sure, at times even we're a bad influence, and I don't have Virgo in my chart like that, but do you get the point? I just feel like it's more so you needing to protect your energy and your way of being at this time, and recognize that you are being prepped for a tower moment. Okay, we're just going to put it that way, as we do have the tower card at the bottom of the deck. I do sense that things are not all black and white, right? There is a gray sort of, they're saying with the deck we're using silver kind of middle ground, or anyways, moving forward, keywording, the Fool card and the Moon card coming up, because I do feel like there's going to be, if there hasn't been already, moments of emotion coming to be, okay? Potentially even reflecting on past moments of overly becoming emotional when frustrated when trying to accomplish something, feeling disappointed in people, okay, for I feel like several reasons, but I do sense that you're just going to feel very mysterious in the eyes of others. You're going to be pushed to just be to oneself when it comes to what you're about to give birth to, even if that's just more simplicity in your situation. Again, the release of something is going to leave you feeling lighter. When you feel a burden is released, or you just feel lighter in energy, healthier, when something is let go or just removed from your situation, you've made the right choice, okay? Or the universe, your spirit guides have made the right choice for you, however it ends up working out in your specific case. I do feel like a dog, if not two dogs, okay, for some multiple, will come into play for a sense of comfort or a reminder of what's good in your life, okay? Not everything is sour in a situation, I feel the need to say, but the negatives I feel do outweigh the positives to an extent. And so there's a need to accept the changing of your situation, okay? There's a need to adjust, adapt, and just go with the winds of change. Go with the winds of change. And I really do feel like you are inspirational, but also at the same time, it may be hard to even cope with certain factors due to the toxicity in the air. But I just feel like you're going to remember that you have what it takes to be one with and make this turn in the right direction for oneself very successful. I am hearing the stars are aligning for you, but holding on to what isn't meant for you anymore is going to feel just incorrect within one's bones, right? Within your system. I do sense that somebody, if not multiple people in your midst these days, energy wise, or even just their actions, are leaving you sick to your stomach. And that is such a bad sign. And I feel like they just need to reevaluate their way of being, or just how they view their actions as acceptable. Anyways, I feel as if it's just a huge reminder. It's one of those situations where if you were to be made ultra comfortable in that situation, or where you're at this point along your path, you wouldn't be able to, you probably wouldn't up and move to where you need to go, or you probably wouldn't see this change come to be as suddenly or when it's meant to, okay? I do feel like you have a decision to make, okay? And even if certain people in the situation, or if there's even a level of love wrapped up in this situation, I do feel like you need to remember that doing what's right for you is going to benefit other areas of your life as well, and your overall health and well-being. And that needs to be priority number one at this time. And letting small health concerns fall to the wayside, and recognize that if you want to say overworking yourself at this point is not going to benefit you, okay? Finding a balance in the way you move forward. The Ace of Cups. And you do need to understand that this new fresh start, and even something for some of you that you're meant to replace or begin in one way, shape, or form, that's going to feel so abundant, so rewarding, okay? And I do feel like the change you're making is going to feel very, again, rewarding, abundant, but just a lot of attention coming in, and a level of victory will come to be for you being brave, or just flowing with the change or changes once again. And I just feel like there's going to be moments where moving forward where you just lose your voice, and where spirit's protecting you, because you might you might almost overspeak, overshare, or just spill the beans about what you're about to begin or change or leave behind. For some of you, this is about a connection. Let's just put it that way. But I do feel the need to say you're going to make so many new friends and reconnect with somebody in the next chapter. And I feel like you will be moving forward with a sense of emotion on your plate, but that also just will remind you why you do need to heal from what you're leaving behind, and what just needs to, again, be released. It's coming up for a reason. And I feel like there were certain levels of injustice taking place where you were working, or who you were wrapped up with, or just, again, whatever the situation is for you. And you will receive your justice and balance from what you've been through, but not if you hold on to what isn't meant for you. And I do feel like even if you choose to ignore the overall message of this reading and stick with something that isn't healthy or meant for you at this point along your path, the Spirit's going to step in and do what's right for your overall well-being, okay? So it's just about you sort of needing to take that step in the right direction, or just take that leap in the right direction with a sense of control all the meanwhile, right? And in allowing for oneself to recognize that you deep down wholeheartedly know that this is what's right for you, okay? And just remember that things are going to work out as you move forward, even if they feel a bit mysterious or just uncertain, all right? Allow for oneself to once again flow with the winds of change. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time.